All right, let's get started. We'll start this morning. How about seated? You can sit on cushions or just on your yoga mat. We're going to start with just a little check-in. So go ahead and maybe begin by stretching yourself out before you cross your legs, and then we'll begin. By the way, today we're going to have an open-ended Shavasana, which means I'm going to give you as much time as you like. So I'll be saying goodbye while you're lying down. That way you can take as long as you like. All right, so let's begin by finding our nice tall spine and maybe start with a few shoulder rolls before we close our eyes. Breathing and rolling those shoulders. Go both directions. And why don't we start now? Just place your hands down on your legs, let the crown of your head extend towards the ceiling, and gently let the eyelids close. I forgot to say, place one hand over your heart and one hand over your belly. So let's do that now. And just tune into where you are this morning. Let go of yesterday. Don't worry about tomorrow. And just think of recharging your batteries with each inhale you take. There's that saying, you can't pour from an empty cup. So maybe your cup is feeling kind of empty or half empty. Let's use the next hour to refill our cup so that we can, be more present and be more available to those in our life. So we'll just breathe here for a few more moments, refilling our cup. Good. Let's take one last breath here with the hands over the heart and the belly, and then blink the eyelids open. And just put your hands back down, this time to the ground, and go ahead and cross your legs or put the other one in front. Now we're just going to do something for the neck. So you can either stretch your head left and right, go slowly, or you can start to take it back and forward. But eventually we're going to circle the head. So take all the time you need to warm up. You can keep your eyes open if you'd like and watch as you circle the head or go up and down. Gives your eyes a little stretch. If you are circling, make sure you do both directions. And we'll meet you back where we started. Good. Coming back to center, go ahead and take your arms slowly as you fill your lungs with an inhale. Now, once your hands touch, clasp your hands and turn your palms towards the ceiling. And now take your arms back as much, only as much, I should say, as much as you can or as much as you'd like. And then let the chin dip towards the chest. And just feel what's going on as you push your arms back and drop your chin. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lift your head. And as you release your hands, you'll take a chest expansion. So fingertips behind you, shoulder blades down the back, and press into your palms or your fingertips to lift up and maybe look up. This is part 1. As you know, part 2 is to press the hips up. And let the head fall back here for 5, 4. You don't have to do part 2. Part 1 is enough. 3, 2, 1. Release the pose. Recross your legs. Now let's do the seated forward fold. Hands forward. Start to walk your hands as much as you care to. Nice long spine. Help you lengthen. Stay calm. Connect with your breath. And what do you feel? One more breath in and out. And then maybe relax and let your head fall. Notice any stretching sensations. Welcome to your stretch. And then back to the flat back. And then finally to the fingertips and come all the way up. Let's recross the legs one more time. And this time, left arm stretches overhead. Now we're going to hold this just a bit longer. Option to move your head. Option to stretch your arm back or bend your arm. So experiment with as much as you'd like. We're here for 5 breaths. I guess we're taking 5 for most of these poses. 5. And move your head if you'd like. Lean back if you'd like. 4, or just take the traditional. Maybe slide your right hand out a little more. Where are we? 3, 2, 1. Before you come up, make sure your balance is stable and then come all the way up. Roll the shoulders out a little more. Then we'll do side 2. So start by extending your left hand to the floor, reach your right arm up and over, move your head if it feels good, stretch your arm back or bend it. Feel the skin stretching over the right rib cage here for 5, 4. Keep the hips down, especially the right hip. 3, 2, 1. And rise up slowly. Excellent. Okay, let's come to all fours. And as soon as we come to all fours, let's go ahead and find tabletop, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. Turn your toes, tuck your toes, and let's start with cow. Drop your belly, toes are tucked, inhale. And then untuck your toes for cat. Exhale, that's it. So we're using the feet today as well. Tuck the toes, inhale, cow, stretch. Release the toes, cat, stretch. So let's do this for a few more seconds. You don't have to do it at my rhythm. It can be any pace you prefer. Notice thoughts in your mind. Try not to get too attached or follow them. Let them go. That's what we practice when we're in our yoga practice. We notice the thoughts, but we let them go. Don't get caught up in the thoughts or the drama. Last one of each. Now you guys are welcome to make some movements of your choice. Dropping hips side to side, perhaps. Circling hips behind you, perhaps. Go ahead and have fun with this part and make sure you do both directions of whatever you're doing. All right, I'll meet you back in the all fours position, ready to thread our needle. So let's go ahead and bring our right hand right to the center of the mat, press away from the mat, and lift the left arm. Enjoy the twist. And then we'll thread this left arm under the right and drop your left shoulder and the left side of your head. You can keep your right hand right where it is, or stretch it forward, or stretch it up, or bind it behind your back. I want you to find something that feels good for 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower your right hand to press up, all the way up. Wiggle it out, circle it out, roll it out, whatever you need to do before we thread the opposite side. So I'm just rolling around. You can do that or something else. Just whatever we do, remember to fill your cup. Let's try the other side. When you're ready, place the left hand firmly on the mat. Raise your right arm. Enjoy that little twist. Feel the openness in your body, and then begin to get ready to thread the needle this side. Again, you're here for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Bring it back in and press yourself back up. Now, put your feet, your toes together, your big toes together. Turn out your knees and sit back on the heels for a moment. I'll move up a little. Sit back on the heels for a moment. And invite that openness into your waist, into your low back, into your chest. And then from here, we're going to slide, we're going to fold forward and take our extended version of child's pose. Forehead on the mat, or as close to the mat as you can get it, or on your hands. And I'm going to offer you a chance to just start to relax your upper body now. Really start to relax your upper body. And then 2 variations. Try turning your palms face up, flipping your palms towards the ceiling. See how that version feels. I know you're enjoying that deep breath in and out, so I'm not reminding you to breathe that much. All right, just notice how this version feels. Continue to relax your upper body, your back, your belly, your hips. And one more version, palms in prayer, and press the palms in prayer to the ceiling over your head. For this version, you keep your palms pressing up, and you can adjust your arms by lifting your elbows and either taking them forward or back, whatever feels good. So hands in prayer for a few breaths. Good job. Okay, now let's go ahead and come back to that extended version, palms out, and roll up to all 4s. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and spread the fingers wide, about a handprint in front for down dog, and tuck your toes, lift your knees, hover and hover higher, 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 till your hips and tailbone are high, and go ahead and pedal out your legs. Notice if you're enjoying stretching the heels to the mat or as far as they'll go, and the effect it has on your calves, on your hamstrings. You can linger and hold the stretch rather than keeping the pedaling going. A few more seconds here. All right. And then we just come to a relaxed version of down dog. The knees are a little soft, heels are in the air. We look towards our hands and walk to the front of our mat. where we'll meet in our first forward fold. Legs are bent. And you can just drape your body, relax your upper body over your legs, or hold your elbows and hang. We'll take 5 breaths here as well. 1. Maybe some clearing breaths out through your mouth as you exhale. I think we're on 3. 4. 5, release your hands back down. The knees are still bent. Tiptoe your hands off to the right just a little bit. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And then to the left, inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. And then back to the middle with our legs soft but strong. We roll slowly to mountain pose, stacking our bones, relaxing our arms, our shoulders down. Once we get up, right, I'm just going to adjust my yoga mat. So you're at the top of your mat. Look down at your feet, spread your toes wide, and let's massage out our feet. Just rolling our feet up and down. We're going to hopefully do this a little more today when we do some other poses. Lifting the heels, then lifting the toes. You can even add your arms if you want for balance. Getting all those points of the feet, getting the blood flowing back into the feet. Last one, and then we'll come back down just to a regular mountain pose. All right, let's inhale the arms straight up overhead. Interlace your fingers, and as you do, come into this mudra. So the thing is like a steeple. The fingers are interlaced, thumbs and first fingers are touching, and point those pointer fingers straight up overhead. Firm in your legs, lean to your right, and begin to feel the skin stretching over the left rib cage. Here for 5, 4. Relax and breathe. 3. Keep the legs active. 2. 1. We come back up. Left side, lean to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way back up. Now firm up your glutes and lean, push your hips slightly forward as you lean back for a small back bend. Look up if you can. 5. Road is opening. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it all the way back up. Now palms press in prayer. Bend your knees to fold forward, nice and slow. Letting go of what we just did. Fold forward. Inhale to flat back. And once more, exhale to fold forward. Again, inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold forward. Last one. Inhale to flat back. And exhale to fold forward. Plant your hands. And this time, take one leg back at a time for plank. We're not going to hold it very long, just a couple breaths. And then we're going to put our knees down. A modified chaturanga, come all the way down to your belly. Now we're going to take our fingertips off to the side of the mat. The tops of our feet are on the mat. Let your forehead rest on your mat. So basically your hands are off your mat. Your arms are bent. Pressing into your fingertips, let's inhale. Cobra curl, just a little bit. You don't have to come too high. And exhale, release. Again, inhale, Cobra curl, pressing the fingertips into the floor. Exhale to release. 2 more. Inhale, curl up. Maybe a little higher, maybe not. You don't have to. Exhale to release. And our last one, curl up and release. Now bring your hands in and your arms in for a regular cobra. Press into the palms and roll up cobra. And exhale, release. Again, doesn't have to be a big movement, or it can come up higher if you like. And exhale to release. 2 more. Press up into those arms, into the palms, and release. And the last one, inhale. Now exhale, come all the way down, and let's reverse what we did. We'll tuck the toes, press up to that plank, and this time back to the downward dog. Get a chance to pedal out your legs, or stretch out, whatever you like, or you can go heels and toes. You know what you like. Notice if you have any furniture behind you. I guess I'm too close to mine. Because we're going to be raising our leg in a moment. You don't want to knock any furniture. All right, so let's go ahead and slowly begin to raise the right leg as straight as you'd like. And then from here, roll the knee in towards the chest. Pull the knee in towards the chest. Again, slowly, with control, with your breath, stretch it high. And slowly, with control, draw the knee in. We're just going to do one more and then bring that right foot between our hands, or help it there. And then put your left knee on the ground. Make sure your right knee's over your ankle. And then come up. Let's just press our hands into the right thigh. Relax your shoulders. And just become aware of sensations, where you're feeling the work. When you feel grounded, raise the arms. You can even look up to work on some balance. 5 breaths, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to bring our hands back down to the floor, to the mat, and we're going to take pyramid pose. So left foot tucks, and we come up, sort of straightening the legs. And you can shorten your stance. You can step the left foot closer in. And if you can, put your left heel on the ground. If you can't do that, no worries. Straighten your legs as much as you can without going past your edge. And try to flatten your spine, flat back position. You have your hands on your hips or on blocks or on your right leg, or fingers on the ground. So your variation of pyramid pose, rolling your right hip back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From this intense stretch, let's bend the right knee again and come to lunge. And then from lunge, back to the plank. Again, put your knees down, lower down. And again, take the hands off the mat. And your fingertips pressing, we come up, rolling those cobra lifts, and down at your own pace. This doesn't have to be a high movement. Feel the tops of your feet pressing into the mat as well. Let's go one more. All right, and then come down, bring your hands close in now for a regular cobra, all the way up and all the way down. 2 more. It can be a low cobra or a high. Good, and the next time you come up, tuck your toes back to plank and back to down dog. Be clearing breath in through the nose, out through the mouth with sound. All right, left leg up, as high as you'd like. And then left knee draws in towards the chest. Go again on your own, do a few more till you're ready to get the left foot to the hand for low lunge. Stepping that left foot forward, putting your right knee down, and rising up. Left knee over the ankle. All right, from here, press the hands into the left thigh. And just be aware of sensation where you're feeling the stretch. Then add your arms. You can either look down or straight right in front of you, or you can look up for a little balance. 5, 4, 3. Feel your abdominal muscles working, hopefully. 2, 1. We lower our hands and get ready for our pyramid stretch on this side. Tucking your right toes, coming up. You can scoot your right foot in as much as you'd like. And only straighten your legs as much as you want to. You don't have to press and force. My left one won't straighten that much this morning, so it's okay. And find your flat back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. To complete this, we'll bend that left leg again and come back to lunge this time. And then to down dog. So stepping back to down dog. A few breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then knees are sort of bent, look forward, step or hop to the front of your mat position. And come to flat back. And then fold. Press into your feet, activate your quads, your calves, even your glutes, and roll slowly all the way up. Encircle your arms overhead, palms press, and then hands to your chest. And just take a moment to observe any sensation. Taking a few breaths here and close your eyes. Again, the point is to refill our cup. So let's refill the cup. All right, moving on, let's release our hands and back to the foot massaging. Rolling up on the toes, then on the heels. The balls of the feet, the heels of the feet. Feel all 10 toes getting stronger. And then one other thing we can do is roll to the outside edges of our feet and just let the feet open up, supported by the outer edges. Take a few breaths there. And then we can come back down and maybe press into the inside edges of the feet. So try that, it's worth a try. Just do that if you'd like. Inner and outer edges of the feet. And then back to the toes and heels. A couple more. Okay, back to the front of our mat. All right, inhale, sweep your arms up. And exhale to fold again over the bent legs. Inhale for flat back. And exhale to fold. This time we're going to step back with the left leg only and pivot it and plant it so that we come up for warrior two. And I want you to feel like you're really stretching the rubber mat apart with your feet. Really like you're stretching it apart in two directions. Look over your right hand. Relax your shoulders. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now dropping the arms here. Clasp your fingers. Now there's two options. You can either just clasp tightly and stay here, or you can fold over the right leg a little or a lot, taking humble warrior. So either this is fine, or this, some degree, either a little or a lot more. We'll stay here for 5. Pressing into the big toes, little toes, the heel. 3, 2, and 1. Now, keeping your hands clasped, come up unless you're up already. Come back to warrior two, open the arms, and then straighten your legs and reverse triangle. We're just reaching the right arm up or back. Good. All right, and then back to warrior two. Now, lowering your hands inside the right foot and then turning. So basically, you're turned and your toes can turn in, pigeon toe, or they can just be parallel. And I'd like you to find some way to fold forward. Just hang out here, ladies. Just hang out here. Make yourself comfortable. So this practice is designed for you to just let go. I said ladies, maybe there's some guys here today. I didn't check.
Yogis.
All right.
It's yogis.
Yogis, that's right. It's yogis. Sorry, yogis. All right, from here, slowly up, make your feet parallel, bring your hands to your waist and press all the way up. Good. Now let's step to the front of the mat, back to mountain. Again, you can massage the feet a few times. You can add the arms if you'd like. Rising up and down, balls and toes. All right, and then once again, mountain pose. Take an inhale, stretch up, and with the exhale, fold forward again. Find your flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Now we're going to do everything we did on the right side to the left. So step your right foot back, pivot and plant it. Left leg is bent, and we come up to warrior position number 2. Left knee is pressing to the left. All right. Again, relax your upper body. Look past your left hand. Legs are working. They're really stretching that yoga mat. Maybe yours is ripping. You're stretching it so hard. 5. Feel free to shut your eyes. 4. 3. 2. Once we get to 1, let your arms fall behind you and clasp your hands together. And this is great. You can just stay here, or you can take your humble version. Again, 5 more breaths, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to come up, unless you're up already. Release your hands back out, stretch your legs straight for reverse triangle. I bet you're counting the 5 now because I'm not doing it. I bet you're counting yourself. Is that it now? 5 breaths? All right, back to warrior 2. Now we lower our hands inside the left foot. And again, we turn our feet parallel and do a different version of this stretch. Maybe reach your hands back or hold your ankles. Just do a different version than we did on the other one. The yogi release stretch. You can pedal out your legs if you'd like. Maybe you've been doing a lot of sitting and you need to pedal out your legs, open your hips. All right. Let's go ahead and come to the basic version. Feet are parallel, hands on the waist, strong legs to come all the way up. All right. Now swivel your feet or step your feet together. And we're just going to stand in the middle of our mat for a moment. All right. And then we're going to revisit that standing back bend, just doing it a different way. Hands to the low back. Engage the glutes, engage the legs, slightly press the hips forward, begin to lift the chin, and look up. Single point of focus, something on your ceiling. Good, last couple seconds here. And then we slowly return to where we were. Release your hands. Wide stance, feet wide, plenty of room around you. Toes turn out, heels turn in. Sit in that plie position. Warm up by moving up left and right or up and down. And then practice lifting the heels or maybe one at a time, coming up and down, just again, toning the feet. And then we're going to come to the fun part. So we're in this position. Let's see. And then we're going to come up and straighten the legs. Forgot what I was going to do. And then come back down. There's more, I promise, if I can remember. Come on, brain. Remember what we're going to do next. From this plie position, we're going to come up, open the arms, and just lift one leg. Lift one leg, and then come back, sink down. Yeah, I think that's it. Come back up, arms out, and lift the other leg. So just working with where you are, coming up, leaning one side, stretching out, back down. This is the part where you're supposed to have fun with it. Keeping those toes turned out. We'll do one more of each. Maybe just keeping the toe on the ground and leaning. You can do that. Maybe just take it up a couple inches. All right, and then back. When you finish, back to the plie and circle the arms all the way up. Big stretch, palms overhead, and then hands to the heart. Wiggle or heel toe the feet back in. All right, back to the front of the mat. Mountain position. Eyelids heavy, eyes closed. Just notice whatever you're noticing and let it pass. All right, I'm noticing my heart is beating a little faster. Maybe that got the cardio up a little. Let's let the eyelids open again, and here we go. Circle the arms up. and bend the knees to fold. One more flat back. And one more fold. Now we're going to take chair position. If you'd like, you can keep your feet where they are or closer. Bend your legs, drop your hips, and reach your arms up. Weight digging into the heels, toes are floating. Right now you got floating toes. Now let's try coming in onto the toes and lifting the heels. And once again, weight in the heels, let the toes raise. So we're just going to do that rolling forward and back, keeping the arms raised. You can hold and then come down. You can hold and lift a little higher if you'd like. So just, again, another chance to have fun with it. All right. And then back to chair pose. Now, gather your, or bring in your arms and reach them behind you and draw a nice open chest. Draw a breath into a nice open chest, and then here we go, reach the arms up again. Now gather your hands in for prayer twist. Maybe your feet are a little closer. Take your time sitting in the chair twist, not prayer twist, sorry. To the right, left arm on the right leg or outside, palms pressing. Start there, and any other variation you want to do. I think that's 5 breaths. Let's come to center and fold. Just let it go. Now we'll do it on the other side. Chair. Draw the palms in, and we're twisting to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we fold, let it go. Big exhale, let all that go. All right. Let's go ahead and make sure you're at the front of your mat. Plant your palms, and once again, either step back to a plank or a low plank. And then either come down or through chaturanga or modify, put your knees down. Once you're lying face down, in that prone position, once again, let's take the hands off the mat. Your fingertips are getting a nice workout here. Inhale, roll the cobra up a little bit, not a lot, and then down. A couple more. Last one. And all the way down, regular cobra. Begin just by pressing your hands down, snuggling your elbows close to your ribs, coming up, and all the way down. One more, and then we'll take another child's pose. So when you're ready, roll back or come up and roll back, open the knees, turn the knees out, and take one more child's pose. Anything, any variation with your palms that you would like. Again, this is a cue to be flexible enough to clear your mind, to relax your upper body. We've been moving our body in a lot of directions. You've been following directions. Now's a chance, an opportunity to just let it be between you, your mind, and your body, and relax. Remember, every inhale, filling your own cup. All right, the next part of our yoga practice is going to be all floor work. So from that child's pose, we're going to come all the way back up, maybe come to hands and knees, and then just drop to one side. I think I'll turn the mat to the front now. Maybe that'll be better. All right, so let your legs extend long. They've been bent for a while. Shake them out or roll them out, or drop them side to side or straight. Shake them. Just let the blood start to flow again. So we're going to go through. How do I forgot where I start. Oh yeah, we're going to go through 3 or 4 postures, all floor postures. So let's start with Janu Shirshasana. Keep your left leg straight and bring your right foot high inside the left leg. Your hips point forward, flex your left foot. Sit up tall. You have your fingertips on the ground. And then start to keep the spine long, but start to take it forward. Keep the spine long. Close the eyes if you'd like. Be aware, not be aware of sensations, or be wary of sensation. What are you feeling? Imagine your heart moving closer to your left knee. All right. And easy does it. Come to upright again. We're going to lift that right foot up over the left. We're going to take the right hand behind us for the support, and you can hug your leg, or hug your knee in, sit up tall, and then start to face towards the right for a gentle twist. You can hug the knee or press your arm into it. If you're having fun here, stay here. If you want a different variation, you can look at the screen. I'm going to take my left hand and find the outside of my right foot and just stretch it out. And still turning to the right. I still have my right hand on the floor for support, but you know what? I'm going to try reaching it out behind me for balance. And you don't have to do any of these. You can stay in the original twist. Wherever you are, no matter what position you chose to practice, we're going to come back where we started, but this time take that right knee over the left for half Gomukhasana pose. So this right leg is bent, and I have my right knee as close as I can over my left. I'm going to sit up tall. And if I'm happy here, I'll stay here, or I will take it slowly forward, feeling the sensation of the left leg, my spine. If you're like me and you're kind of folded forward, you can come up now. Take your right hand off to the side and take a side stretch. I think I'm going to do this whole sequence on the other side facing the other direction. All right, last breath. And let's come all the way up. Good. And let your legs stretch out. No, I won't. I'll stay seated this way. That's okay. All right, let's do Janu Shirshasana this side now. Right leg is straight. We bring the left foot as high inside the right leg as we can. Hips, heart face forward. Start to fold a little bit. Keep your back long. Keep your right foot flexed. And slowly, if you're folded, come back to sit upright. Now the twists. We have 3 different variations. Lift that left leg over the right. It's actually out, so the foot is outside. For support, I'm taking my left hand behind me, and you can either hug your knee or press against it, sit upright, flex your right foot, look left. Big breaths into your belly. If you're happy here, stay here. I'm going to take my right hand to the outside of my left foot and try and stretch it as much as I can. And then I'm going to look over my left shoulder as I stretch out my left arm in the air for balance. Any version you want to practice. Keep the spine upright. All right, wherever you are at this moment, come out of it. Release so you're facing forward. You can look at the screen. I'm taking this left knee over the right as much as I can in half Gomukhasana or half cow face pose. I'm going to sit up tall. You might want to stay here or you might want to fold forward. Be here for a few seconds. And then slowly back to the upright position, ready for the side stretch. Left hand out to the side, right arm up and over. Ready to come up. Way up. Good. Now, let's try bending the right leg so that the knees are on top of each other as much as they can in the full cow Gomukhasana, cow face pose. You can hold your feet. You can massage your feet if you'd like. Sit upright. And then we'll switch. So I have my left leg on top. I'm going to switch it out now. Same thing, just put the right knee on top. Right leg on top. All right, good job. Let's fully release and take the soles of our feet together. You can have pillows under your knees or blocks or nothing. And maybe rock left and right or flutter your legs. That's always fun. Sitting upright if you choose, or leaning forward, arms pressing into the legs if you choose. And slowly up. Use your hands to help the knees. Scoot to the very front of your mat. I'm going to turn my mat to the side. So just scoot yourself up so that you're at the front of your mat and your feet are on the floor. Hold behind your legs to slowly roll down to your back. And once you're on your back, draw your knees in and either massage your back or circle out, do something that feels good for your back. And then, we're just going to let both knees spill to the floor onto the right side and both arms. Maybe I'll move the phone so you can see. So hopefully you can see. My knees have spilled to the right, and then my arms are to the right. My palms are pressing. I'm going to try and relax here. And in a moment, this arm, the left arm, is going to go up and off to the left. Don't worry if it doesn't touch the floor or if your shoulder doesn't touch the floor. And then turn your head left. Last 2 breaths, we're going to do cleansing breaths. So in through the nose and out with sound through your mouth. One more inhale. Exhale. Now let's bring our hands back to touch. And slowly up. Oh, I'm sorry. And then slowly back to your back. That wasn't the smoothest flow, was it? Sorry about that. So we're lying on our back again. Let's spill our knees to the left and our arms to the left. Our palms are pressing. And then the right arm sweeps up and over. And if you can, look right. If that hurts your neck, you don't have to. Take some time and breathe here. Relax your body. And then again, for the last 2 breaths here, we'll do cleansing breaths. In through the nose. Ready? In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Again, in through the nose. Blow it out through the mouth. All right, look up at the ceiling. Now just come to lie back on your back. Align your back, nice straight spine. Feet are on the floor. Now draw the knees up one more time. Either massage your back, or if you want, take a happy baby, if you like that. So one of those postures. All right, so as I said, this practice is going to have an open-ended Shavasana. But before we get into that, we're going to share a big laugh, a really loud, noisy laugh from the soul. Okay? So what I want you to do is make sure your body is relaxed. And actually, for this part, I'm going to unmute everybody so we can hear everybody's laughter. How does that sound? Trying to unmute. Well, all right. I don't know if I can unmute, but we're going to have a big noisy laugh now. Ready? So let's take a moment, relax your body, and then take a big breath in. And instead of exhaling it out, we're going to ha 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 it out. If you want to unmute yourself, you can. I don't know how to do it. Oh, boys, laugh. And last one, big noisy laugh. was fun. Thanks for sharing that big, loud, noisy laugh. And now, dear yogis, is your open-ended Shavasana. You can take 5 seconds or 5 minutes, whatever you'd like. I thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time. So please take this time to enjoy a little relaxation. Namaste.